Hello, my name is Ruth Ann Hall, and I'm the presiding judge of the 23rd Judicial Circuit, which covers Madison County, Alabama. On behalf of myself, the other judges in Madison County, the court administrator, and the circuit court clerk, I want to thank you for your jury service. The courts simply cannot operate without you. Over the years, I have told many of my jurors that I believe that other than exercising your right to vote, serving on a jury is probably one of the most important things you can do as a United States citizen. I believe that you, like many others, will find that jury service is both educational and a satisfying experience, but we also want to make sure that you are safe. I want to take this time to tell you what we have done here at the 23rd Judicial Circuit to prepare for your jury service and to make it as safe as possible. We have examined every aspect of jury service, from the time that you are summoned until you appear in the courthouse till you're selected for a jury and return a verdict. Many of you are aware that the Alabama Supreme Court suspended jury trials. Recently, the court entered an order stating that jury trials could resume September the 14th. After consultation amongst the judges, we decided to wait an additional time, and we will begin our jury trials on October the 19th. And the reason for our delay of the jury trials is to ensure that we examined every aspect of jury service to make sure that it was as safe to you and members of our community as we could possibly make it. One of the things you probably noticed is in the juror summons itself. The summons itself has changed in that you were instructed to go to a website with your associated juror PIN number and answer a questionnaire. If you were unable to access the questionnaire online, a number was provided to contact the court administrator so that one could be mailed to you. By completing the questionnaire, you are now qualified to serve on a Madison County jury. The week before your scheduled date to appear as a juror, someone from the court administrator's office will contact you and tell you what panel you have been assigned to. That may be panel 1, 2, 3, 4, depending upon the number of cases that are assigned that week. You will then be told the time to appear at the courthouse for your jury service. What this allows us to do is to avoid having 150 to 200 Madison County citizens all contained in courtroom 1, which clearly would not enable us to practice social distancing. When you arrive at the courthouse, you will also notice some things that have changed in regard to security. Maybe you won't. As you walk through the metal detector, there will also be a thermal scanner that will take each individual's temperature. Anyone having a temperature over 100 degrees will not be allowed to access the courts and will be given further instructions. After you have passed through the thermal scanner, which is no contact, and have made your way to the courtroom, you will notice another change. Outside each courtroom, there is a contactless hand sanitizer stand that you will be able to use throughout your juror service. As you enter into the courtroom, you will notice that all of the chairs have been marked so that we may know that we are maintaining 6 feet of social distance between each and every juror. We have rearranged the courtroom, so they may not look similar to what you have seen in the past, but that is so that we can maximize the space available in our courtroom and ensure social distancing. Some of you that are assigned to a jury panel may never come to the courthouse. That simply depends on the number of cases that are completed, but you won't have to come to the courthouse and simply wait in the jury venire room. And honestly, I think that is an improvement that we will continue with even after perhaps the difficulties associated with COVID-19 pass. As you go into the courtroom and you sit in a designated seat, the trial will begin and voir dire questioning will commence. These are questions by the judge, by both of the lawyers, both legally and regarding COVID, to ensure that you have not been exposed to anyone and need to be excused. Also, they will be asking you questions about the particular case. Following the completion of those questions, then a jury will be selected. Those of you that are not selected to sit on that panel will then be given further instructions. Then what happens regarding those selected to sit on that jury? The jury box is not large enough to have 12 people sitting 6 feet apart. So, in addition to rearranging courtrooms, we have expanded the jury box. The jury box now consists of the entire courtroom. So it's a little bit of a change for all of us, but one that we felt was best in order to ensure your safety. As you know, there's currently an order in place making it Alabama law that you wear a mask. We have had that requirement in place at the Madison County Courthouse since May. But even if that law is lifted or lessened, you will still be required to wear a mask in the courthouse for the foreseeable future. At the conclusion of the trial, if you've sat on a jury before, you will understand that you go to the jury deliberation room. The jury deliberation rooms in our courthouse are simply not large enough for you to deliberate and maintain 6 feet of social distance. Therefore, you will conduct your deliberations in the courtroom itself. It will be closed to the public so that you can deliberate in private. After you have reached your verdict, you will be released from jury service. Your jury service will not last more than 5 days and may be much shorter. We do not sequester jurors except in extraordinary circumstances, and I do not anticipate any of those cases being tried in the foreseeable future. I hope that you will come and serve on a Madison County jury. I think you will find that it is a satisfying experience, and we need your service.